Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. I'm Cassidy with Twisted Stitches, and today we're going to do a June recap. We're a little bit ahead of the game, but not too far ahead because we are still in the first week of July. So I'm still a little behind schedule, but I'm going to work on a way to try to fix that in the future. Today we're going to talk about projects I've done, patterns I've done, what I've been up to all month, and so yeah, let's get into it. I crocheted my freaking hands off this month because I have a whole new series, product, whatever you want to consider it. It's new, it's up and coming, and it's my own twist on something that has been popular in the past. Not by my doing, but other shops. So if you've been on TikTok since like 2020, you may have seen something going around called Lucky Scoops. It's where people order for so many scoops, and there's normally beads involved, and beads mean different things depending on what gets scooped up. Or there's people that do capsules and they pull different stationery out. However, for crochet, that's not really feasible. To be able to give away like 15 to 20 items that are handmade, not unless you want to charge like thousands of dollars. Like, we can do that if anybody's willing to pay, but I wanted something that was not just cheap on y'all's end, but to where I could still gain a little. And I haven't quite figured out an actual name for it yet, but I made my own cards for it. I wanted something that would fit the crochet coven vibe. And I have some of these turned around. There. But I have posted the backs to them before. That's not a really good one. And these are all hand painted and they're all kind of sticking together. But this is the back to them. And the fronts are all different. These are all showing common. So cream is common. I'm going to put a little color code up here, see if I can't get one of each. They're kind of stuck together because I haven't been messing with them because I've been busy working on the stuff for these. And there wasn't too much that I had to work on because a lot of it is like stuff that you see behind me or stuff that I have put away. It was mainly just the smaller items that I had to do. So we've got one of each of those. I need a legendary. I see gold. Alright. So he's not up there, but we can still use him. So we've got cream, which is common. And it's, again, there's more often something that you'll get there. It's got small mystery plush, bookmarks, and I'll show you some of those. We've got legendary, which there's only one of each of these cards because I only have one of each. So creeper, you go home with him. A large mystery plush, which is this common or uncommon? That part I have forgotten. That's bad on me. But one of these is common, the other is uncommon, and I will correct myself on screen. So one of these has less of a chance than the others. And what I'll do is each one will be on video because I saw where I have been watching nothing but videos of people bashing Lucky Scoops and all of their faults, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't follow those faults. I wanted to do better, right? So one of the faults that they had was that they would make you pay a lump sum just for your order to be on video. I don't want to do that. I see it as free content. You put the order in, I may as well give you a video to go with it so you can kind of see what you're getting. However, that video won't go out until after you get yours, just so that you know what you're getting. Or just so that it's more of a mystery before you get it. And so each one would be a spread of about 4 cards. Pricing is still up in the air because I'm not done with all of the projects yet, so, but I'm thinking about $40, $45. And to get that many projects when they're around 15, it's really, you guys are really getting the cheaper end of the deal. But anyway, I will shuffle them. I really should have picked these apart beforehand. So give me just a second. Alright, I got them all done. Now this is the majority of my deck. These are projects that I still have to do, so there's about 3 or 4 different projects that I still have to make. Like headbands, a bookmark, like a type of bookmark, coasters, but that's it. And this is majority of the deck. So shuffle it. And I would normally shuffle it more, but just for the sake of time, because y'all don't want to sit here and sit through like 2 minutes of me shuffling. But shuffle it a little bit more, and then we'll pull right off the top, just like a tarot reading. We've got a gnome, magnetic bookmark. We got another gnome, so I'm going to stick that back in so there's no repeats. Another type of bookmark, and an octopus. So we got, it looks like 2 uncommon and 2 common. And I'll show those. Got these 2. And forgive me, these are all hand drawn and they were done quickly. And they were hand painted, but we've got a magnetic bookmark and we've got a gnome, so you could get one of these guys. And then a magnetic bookmark. I did not bring those up here with me. I will put a picture up here of them. And we've got this type of bookmark. And an octopus, which is one of these guys. And as of right now, obviously I can make more, but let me see if I can find those bookmarks real quick. Because I am going to show you guys what I've got in this little basket beside me. And this is the other type of bookmark. So it's got a star on top and then a little moon on the bottom. For once I don't have a book right next to me. What is this? You know what, we'll use you. So, or shameless plug. So, got it right here. And you just put it in like that. And there you go. And I think it looks really cute. Granted, I didn't put that in right, but there's one on either side, that way it's not too thick. But this is a sketchbook, so the pages sit a little bit more weird. By the way, if you want a hand painted journal, hit me up. Because this is mine to put my published patterns in whenever I get them done. But that's a little ways away. So yeah, that's the basis of that, and that's just 4 of the different things that we have in there. Let me show you what I do have. I've also got moon plushies, which I'm going to put on little keychains. And I don't think these need faces, just because like they are just keychains, but I thought they were still adorable. We've got 4 of those. I made mushy boys, which are always a favorite. My mother-in-law thought these were so cute. And I agree. I love that they're palm sized. They're just, ugh, I love them. Then we've got the pocket frog, which is a little different from what comes in the mystery boxes. I did a couple that were the same as what's in the mystery box, but I found a new pattern because I didn't want them to all be the same. Because, like, can you imagine getting a mystery box thinking you're getting a different kind of frog and you just get the same thing? I would be upset. So at least if you get one of these and a mystery box that just so happens to have a frog in it, you got a different variation. More mushy boys. And then another type of bookmark. One of my hairs is on it. But it's a little sprout bookmark. Also adorable. And I have more stuff in here, but I don't know where it went. Maybe that is everything. And then these are not done, but I have 3 different color variations for wristlets. I've got to put the hardware on them. But I finally used my little cord. Is that what it's supposed to be? It's a little loom. You turn the crank and it's got like 4 springs on it. But these are the 3 different colors. And they'll be like this, and they'll have like a little keychain on them, so you can put your keys like that. And so these aren't finished. There's a lot of it that still needs done. But I also just remembered what else there is. There is the bees, and I have 2 different variations of the bees, but they are around the same size. You know, some colors hit up a little bit different than the others, but yeah. And like I said, anything that is in my Palmstreet shop is also a possibility to come in the boxes, like the cats. I think those would be considered like a medium plush. And then the larger plushes would be like the Jack, which he has his own card, or the Eeyore, which also has his own card. And there's also a card. Let me see if I can find it. Alright guys, I found it. So this is my favorite card. I love the way it turned out. So tarot message. You have the opportunity, or like the chance, to get a free tarot, not really free because you're still paying for the whole bundle, but a tarot reading. I am still practicing, so a lot of it I will be pulling from a book. However, a message is a message. You can either take it and like let it resonate, or if it just doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit you. I thought this was a cool touch because it leads into the mystical, magical vibe. Not everybody believes in tarot, and that's okay. Just take it as like a helpful message from the universe, which basically is exactly what it is. So I'm already designing cards specifically for these to be printed out, and I love the way this card turned out, and I wanted to show you guys Eeyore's card because it turned out a lot better than I thought it would, and I thought he just looked so cute. And aside from crocheting all of that, I need to tie these back up, but I'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna set those over here. There it is. The yarn that I had, tying them together. I also have dice bags, larger dice bags. What else? I could flip through those, but we've got the mystery boxes, and like I said, we have a stroke of luck that, I mean, my clovers suck, we can tell. But stroke of luck, I've got a couple other cards I need to make for that addition to the deck, and it's like where you can get either an extra item or say 10-15% off on your order or your next order, so you get a coupon code with it and maybe an extra card to see if you get another item added on. And I think that's the basis of it. Of course, we've got the chicken keychains, the tofu turtles. They're still sticking together. It's kind of making me mad. Oh, and then we've also got sticker packs. I have packs of stickers that I have put together myself. I have to find them, I have to locate them. They're all put up somewhere in a box, but I have to locate them and add them in. But that's the basis of the Lucky Scoops, or I mean, I guess that's what we're calling them for now, but if you have a better idea of what to call them, comment it down below. So those are the projects I've done. I have also made the Virgo bear. Her face is a little mushed, but she's got this adorable crown, flower crown, and you have the option to either sew it on or just leave it to where it can come off. I'm not going to take it off right now just simply because it's a pain to put it on. This ear turned out a little wobbly, but she's just a prototype. And then her wings that she's got, which I love. I didn't quite sew them on straight, but you get the idea. And I think she turned out absolutely adorable. So she'll go over here with the others. And I used a good bit of yarn. However, I saved the wrappers. I just don't have them all in a compiled spot like I was trying to do. So what I'm going to be doing instead is putting them in this drawer right here, and then, I mean, you can't see the drawer, but I've got a drawer here with, I can't remember what month that's from, but that's the point. But I will be putting the wrappers in there, and then at the end of the year, we will compile them up and see what I use the most of. And just a reminder that these are not skeins that I have finished. They are skeins that I have used from to the point where the wrapper fell off. There are some skeins that I'm using, so keep in mind, that have already lost the wrapper, that I have thrown away because it's just gotten trashed. So it's not that accurate of a reading, which is why I stopped doing this little segment. But I can do kind of like an estimate. I can tell you that I used majority of Premier Basics, and I love this yarn. Those are my two top brands. And I'm going to put these back over here where they should be, and hopefully my son doesn't get a hold of them later. I'm also working on the bandanas for this stuff. I also have headbands, coasters, and little mushroom paper clip bookmarks. And the bear that I'm working on now is the Cancer Bear. So I can also show you the little pinchers from it, which I think are going to be adorable. I want to, when I do the upscaled version with the plush yarn, I want to make the shell that color and then do the body like a lighter color. And I think that'll look a lot better. But, the new pattern that I made, which again I'll have to add a picture right here, is a cauldron car hanger that you put on your rearview mirror, and I made it to where you can take the top off and put a car air freshener inside of it. I was thinking of doing, I'm going to do it in the colors of the new logo, which is the lavender and the sage. So, the cauldron's going to be black, and then the other two colors will make up for the bubbles in the cauldron, which is the top, and then the string that holds it together. But I have to make a couple adjustments to it, but I got the idea because my new logo will be a cauldron. I thought that was a cute idea. If I had a cricket, wink wink to my hubby, I would make the little moon decals like on the back of these to stick onto the cauldron. But we don't have that kind of technology yet, so that is where we're at. But I got the idea from all of the popular little mirror hangers that everybody always makes, and then again wanted to incorporate my own touch to it, just like with the cards. And I also had a small Temu haul. I did not film me opening it because I was getting ready to go on my trip with my in-laws to Gatlinburg, or Pigeon Forge, whichever you want to call it. We had a blast. It was so much fun. We got to swim. Shortly after we got there was a bear. My husband still has not let me live it down that I would not let him go see the bear because he is a wild boy and it just would not have mixed well. But it was cute. I've got a picture that my mother-in-law took that I will also put on the screen. But my Temu haul, I got Hello Kitty cards for my girls. They were like little trading card packs, and I got them for them just as like, you know, a little treat. And I got my son one of those little what is it? It's one of those things you hang on the wall, and it's kind of like a dartboard, but instead of darts, it's little Velcro balls that you throw at them, and you get different points. And then the reasoning, like not the reasoning, the motive behind the order itself was to get more safety eyes because I was almost out and I need a very specific size for my Zodiac bears, and I need some for my bees. And I got 16 millimeter, which, I mean, they're on the bees, but 16. And then I'm doing things all out of order, so forgive me. I got some 10s, 12 and 14, and then I got 2 packs of 20, and these I'm using to work on my painting skills to do custom eyes because I just cannot resist. I got some little motivational cards that I want to put in the orders. I thought they were cute. I don't have them up here with me, with their little animal warriors. And where did my labels go? They are. Oh, dang it. You're ridiculous. I got some shipping labels. Stop it. But that was the basis of my haul. And going forward, I will have to make sure that I write everything down better so I can be better organized, so that I can give you guys better quality content and be a little bit more accurate with what I'm saying. So I guess I'm gonna have to dictate a specific piece of my journal specifically for that. I thought he was missing a finger at first. I was about to be so upset. But once again, my law. My son has broken the sword. I have to find a way to glue it back on, but for now it's on his shoulder because thankfully there's a little spot for that. But if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around to watch, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more crochet videos or just join the chaos of the two worlds where crochet meets writing. Oh, I almost forgot. I also finished part 2 of my book. I am now working on editing part 3. So this month I will hopefully be finishing that because I have less than 10 chapters left, and I'm so excited for that. I am in the middle of reading Fourth Wing, so I will also be updating on that. I have like specifically scheduled days to read so many chapters a day so that my husband will stop barking at me about it because he's really excited for me to read it. He just finished book 3 and he's unhappily awaiting book 4 to be done. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to read this book. I just struggle with carving out time in my schedule to do so. I have my mom bringing groceries today, so We love that. We love grocery day because it's always pizza night when I do, because I am too lazy on grocery day to put food away and cook. But again, thank you so much if you're here. Make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so that you can be notified whenever my videos pop up, because we never know when it's going to be. My scheduling sucks, but I will also be editing today on my desk tour, so you can also see that and see what goes on behind the camera and all the chaos. Thank you again for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next chapter.